Let's be real. Every January, people swear this year will be different. They set resolutions with good intentions, but come February, most of those promises are gathering dust, filed away with last year's empty goals. Why does this happen? Because New Year's resolutions are often nothing more than wishful thinking. They're feel-good lies we tell ourselves to feel better about avoiding real change. They look good on paper and make us feel motivated for a week, maybe even a month, but they lack the real backbone and commitment to go the distance. Resolutions become like temporary band-aids slapped over wounds that need real, deep healing. When you say, "This year I'll get fit," or "I'm finally going to save money," what you're really saying is, "I know I need to change, but I'm hoping the excitement of a new year will somehow carry me through." But here's the brutal truth. A new year doesn't mean a new you. A new calendar date has zero power to transform who you are or what you're capable of. People act like January 1st has some magical ability to wipe the slate clean, but that's just procrastination with fancy packaging. Change doesn't come from a day on the calendar. It comes from action, from commitment, from making uncomfortable choices day after day. Real transformation doesn't care if it's January 1st, March 10th, or August 25th. The only thing that matters is whether or not you're willing to put in the work every single day, not just when it feels good. Why do most resolutions fail? Because they're based on fantasy, not reality. It's easy to set a goal when it's far off in the future, but real change means showing up for yourself when it's hard, when it's inconvenient, when nobody's watching. Resolutions fail because they're often just dreams dressed up as goals. Saying you'll eat healthier or exercise more means nothing if you're not ready to overhaul your habits, sacrifice your comfort, and show up when it's not exciting anymore. Too often, resolutions are an excuse to put off real decisions. By telling ourselves that we'll change in the new year, we're actually giving ourselves permission to stay the same for a little longer. Stop lying to yourself. If you're waiting for a new year, a new month, or even a new week to begin transforming your life, then you're not actually ready to change. Real commitment doesn't wait for a special occasion. If you want to start working out, you don't need January 1st. You need to get up right now, put on your shoes and go outside. If you want to start saving, open a savings account today and transfer whatever you can. Real change happens in the little everyday decisions that add up over time, not in the big sweeping gestures you think you'll make at some perfect moment. People think that New Year's resolutions will magically help them achieve their goals, but it's the daily, unglamorous grind that makes the difference. The unsexy reality is that true change is inconvenient. It's uncomfortable. It demands things from you that a New Year's resolution just doesn't prepare you for. Success isn't found in lofty declarations. It's found in the daily, repetitive, often tedious actions you take without fanfare or applause. Change isn't a decision you make once a year. It's a choice you make every morning, no matter how you feel. So this year, skip the resolutions. Skip the empty promises. Instead, focus on consistency. Don't worry about making this your best year yet. Worry about making today count. Focus on every day. Better me, not new year, new me. Set small, concrete goals that actually mean something to you, and commit to them without waiting for January to tell you it's okay. Small actions beat big promises every time. Here's the truth that most people avoid. The reason you keep failing isn't because you lack potential, it's because you lack discipline. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. It's what turns dreams into reality. Without discipline, every resolution is just a wish. Every January, you're not setting resolutions. You're setting yourself up for disappointment. Because deep down, you know you're not committed. You know it's easier to give up than to keep going. But here's the good news. It's within your power to break this cycle. You don't need the approval of a calendar. You don't need the hype of a new year. You need to make a choice right now to show up for yourself every day no matter what. Stop waiting for the right time. There will never be a perfect moment to change. The perfect time is just a myth. A lie you tell yourself to justify your fear of failure. You don't need the right moment. You need the courage to start with what you have, wherever you are, and take that first step. Think about this. A month from now, you could be closer to your goal, or you could be exactly where you are today, just another person who let their potential slip by. all because they were waiting for a date on the calendar to give them permission. This year, let's be different. Not because it's January, but because we're finally ready to stop lying to ourselves. Let's forget about resolutions and focus on real, sustainable change. Let's commit to showing up, to doing the hard work, to embracing discomfort. Instead of dreaming about where we want to be, let's focus on the steps that will get us there. Don't let this year pass by with another list of broken promises. If you want to change, prove it. Start now, right here in this moment. Don't wait for the new year to make a resolution you won't keep. Make the commitment today to be relentless, to be unshakable, and to be the kind of person who doesn't need January 1st to create the life they want. Because here's the truth. Every day is a new chance. Every day is an opportunity to decide who you want to be. And if you're really serious about changing, you won't wait another second. Make this moment the beginning of something real, something lasting, something you'll look back on and say, "That's the day I stopped making excuses and started becoming who I was meant to be."